We are trying to find Lily's blue thing to hold up the Instagram camera. How is everyone doing? It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. How has your hump day been? It has been one heck of a day, hasn't it? What a whirlwind this entire day has been. It is Wednesday. It is Water Wednesday. I hope you are hydrated. I hope that every time, hey Cassidy, how are you? I hope that every time you have taken a sip of water today, whoop, where's the camera? There we go. Whoop, sorry. Oop. I hope every time you've taken a sip of water today, you have smiled. You smiled at yourself because you're doing something wonderful for yourself that, you're, whoa, goodness. How about we do it like that, honey? That's a whole lot easier. I think that's a whole lot easier. Hilda, how are you? Hey, Charlie's trinkets. Okay, guys, it is Water Wednesday. Hello. So let's all give a toast to water, to joy, to happiness, to it being hump day, to us having the joy come from within us and onto others. Cheers. There we go. Okay, we got a lot to go through today. Hey, Robert, how was your show? I saw on Facebook that you guys had one day where somebody was parked in front of you. One day I think was pretty good. I just want to know, how was the whole show? If you all don't know who Robert is, he is the gentleman who does all of the woodworking, all of the cutting boards. Robert, what is the name of your store? I know that there was a problem with his Facebook page and all kinds of stuff. Everybody got hijacked and stuff like that, just like normal. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. He's not texting me, so I don't know. Robert, I don't know what the name of your company is, but I know you have a Facebook page. We'll figure it out later. Okay, so we've got birthdays to go through. We've got history to go through today. We're going to figure out what happened in history today. We've got news of the weird. We've got D-Lo cookies. And we've got a tribute to Tina Turner. Hello to New Hampshire. How are you tonight? Hello. So I have no idea what time it is in Canada, but y'all can figure out what time it is in Canada as far as I'm concerned, because I never know. I now know that I do. Seriously, I thought that Quebec was on the other side and that Ontario was on our side. And long story short, I was wrong. But anyway, so there we go. It is 7:03. I want to give everybody a few minutes to kind of hop on if they can, if they want to. Hello, Nebraska. How are you?
We had nachos for dinner over here on.
Oh, you nachos. We're having pizza. We're having pizza, and we actually haven't even gotten it yet. Oh, you're welcome for the plug, Robert. What's the name of your page? What's the name of your company? Hey, Cindy in the Woodlands. I lived in Spring, Texas when I was young. Yes, I did. I know where the Woodlands are. Hello, Minnesota. How are you tonight, Lisa? Hello. Hi, King. How are you? Hello, Arwood. How are you? Nicole, how are you tonight? And I don't see anybody. Oh, then Sheila. You had nachos. Oh, that's where Jimmy got that from. Sheila, that sounds good. I like nachos. Did you have like meat on it, like pulled pork or barbecue or chicken or pulled pork nachos? Sound good right now. Barbecue sauce. Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, Penny, how are you? How are you doing tonight? Lydia, how are you tonight? We're doing really well. Like, as you can see, the weather's pretty good behind us. It is the midweek. We are getting through the week here. It is going to be Memorial Day weekend coming up. I want to let everybody know on Saturday night, we are not going to have the Saturday Night Shot Society. Oh, no. No. Guess where I'm going to be? Oh, yes. I'm going to be in Ohio. I'm going to be with Kara Chitwood, who is on some platform here in some shape or manner, I'm sure. And we are going to be hooking up on Saturday during the day. And on Saturday nights, my mom and I are going to George Strait. We're going to go see George Strait. I am so excited. My mother loves George Strait. She's always loved him. Hey, from Schuylkill County? Schuylkill? Is that right?
Pretty close, yeah.
All right. I'm guessing that's from Pennsylvania, right? right?
Yes.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Jim.
Hey, Tammy, hey, Chris.
Anyway, we're going to Ohio, so we're going to be going. I'll be going live from the concerts if I can. I'll probably be doing it from Facebook, to be honest with you, because it's easier for me, and that's what I'm an old lady. That's what I know how to do. So maybe I'll be going back and forth through like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I don't know. I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll just keep going through until my phone dies. That's probably the best bet. But anyway, you guys gonna meet my mom.
Like halfway through the first song. Of the
Yeah, probably, because that's just the way I am. You guys get to see my mom. She's gonna dance if she can. We're gonna have a great time. We're in Ohio, Cleveland, Columbus. We're going to Columbus.
I'm not going, so it's going to be a grand adventure.
Yeah, it's my mother and I. We're going to have fun. I don't know anything about this place, so we're going to have a grand adventure. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, speaking of adventures, oh, I know it's going to be George Strait's, Chris Stapleton, and Little Big Town. So it's going to be a great concert. I'm really, really excited. Really quickly, I want to shout out happy birthday to Libby Sosieski, Karen Plumley Rogers, Matthew Sefried, and it is their birthday today. So happy birthday to all of you. Do we have any pets? Emily, absolutely. We have Minnie. She's running around here somewhere. Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, she's somewhere around here. You'll see her. She'll pop up somewhere. Here she is. Oh, there she is. Face full of junk. That's our dog. She's about 50 pounds. Yeah, she looks like she's a little thing, but she's actually like 50 pounds. Then when her hair grows, because she has hair and instead of fur, when her hair grows, it's really, really long, and she looks like she's like 150 pounds, but she's not. All right, and this week in birthdays, we have Carol DeFazio.
What?
Wait, you have something in your beard.
Of course I do.
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. DeFazio. I know that name. Wait, Laverne and Shirley. Laverne DeFazio. There we go. Jen Grattan. You need, okay, send me your information. Do you have my PM? I will look for you. Look, go ahead and send that to me, please. If you could star that, I'd appreciate it. Carol DeFazio. I don't think she's related to Laverne, but I don't know. I really don't. Bill Plyer, James Rosanto, D. Smith. Now, I know D. Smith personally. I also want to say happy birthday to, I think it's 2 of your dogs that were born on your birthday. And if not, just hello to the entire pack, because you have literally an entire pack of dogs. So just say hello to them. Tina DeGrotto and Tracy Maslin. Happy birthday. It's going to be your birthday this week. So congratulations. Yes, they are, Paula Flanagan. Yes, they are. It is also some celebrities' birthdays that I thought we should mention. And I'm going to just say this real quick. I totally Googled like whose birthday it is in like celebrity world, just to kind of see. Today it is Bob Dylan's birthday. Bob Dylan is 82 years old today. So happy birthday to Bob Dylan. Yeah, I know, right? Hi, Ohio. How are you, Cassie? I saw the note that was next to the fact that it was Bob Dylan's birthday. Father of Jacob Dylan, lead singer of the Wallflowers.
Yeah.
This generation doesn't know who Bob Dylan is. We have to have a footnote of Jacob Dylan from the Wallflowers?
This generation doesn't know who the Wallflowers is either.
True. All right, please tell me. Everybody knows here who Bob Dylan is. Please tell me. Yes, I know that Tina Turner passed away. We're going to do a tribute to her at the end of the show tonight. So we've got a whole thing set up. Bob Dylan. Anyway, it's Bob Dylan's birthday today. It is also Patti LaBelle's birthday today. And also Patti LaBelle and Tina Turner were very close. So I'm sure this is a very difficult day for her. So our thoughts go out to Patti LaBelle. Priscilla Presley turned 78 years old today. 78 years old.
Mhm.
Elvis Presley married her the day she turned 18.
Okay.
And she's 78 years old today. That seems crazy.
70 years ago. Yeah.
No, that would be 60 years ago.
Yeah, like I said, 60 years ago.
It is the actress Kristen Scott Thomas's birthday. She's 63.
Like 2 weeks before you were born.
Oh, you such a anyway. And a side note is also Queen Victoria's birthday. So she would be like 150 years old. Happy birthday, 150 million. I don't know. Happy birthday to everybody, whether it is today or tomorrow, or you're a celebrity or not. Also today in history, I said we were doing a history lesson. Today in history, very, very big day in New York. Yes, the Brooklyn Bridge opened in New York today. And it was 1883 that it opened. And it was done by civil engineer John Augustus Roebling, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And the reason I know this is because John Augustus Roebling is from Saxonburg, Pennsylvania. And if you drive through Saxonburg, Pennsylvania, you will see everything that has anything to do with John Roebling or John Augustus Roebling. I mean, the park's named after him. I don't think anybody ever was from there that acquired quite the fame as John Roebling, the civil engineer. I mean, doing the Brooklyn Bridge is pretty big, right?
Well, yeah, and
he did other stuff too.
Well, on top of that, yeah, he invented the method to create the high tension coiled wire ropes that suspension bridges use.
Hello, Kansas City. How are you?
Yeah, if you have to cross a river or a gully or a gulch or some other kind of hole in the ground,
gulch,
some other kind of hole in the ground, you've probably benefited from him being alive 100 years ago.
If anything happens and you're going over a gulch, just think of John Roebling from now on. There you go. There you go. Also in England, which I think it is midnight in London right now. Okay. I think it is, or about like 12:13 on Thursday morning. So good morning in London. Anyway, the British Parliament passed in 1689. British Parliament passed the Toleration Act, which I thought was very interesting. Rexburg, Idaho. You're from Rexburg, Idaho. Oh, I've been following Rexburg. I've been following that place. We should talk. We should absolutely talk. Anyway, so sorry. I got sidetracked there. The Toleration Act was passed in British Parliament. It was for nonconformists to be granted the freedom of worship and allow them to have their own houses of worship with teachers and preachers. So, first of all, who wrote teachers and preachers? Because that was funny. Second of all, is that still in effect? I was just wondering that because I didn't know if that had ever been like abolished or removed or whatever it would be. Hello, Alberta. No problem. Oh, yeah, you're about the smoke. Yeah, come on. So I can't comment unless I send stars. Sarah, no, you can comment anytime unless you just sent stars. Did you send stars?
Sarah, we've got 4 different screens going with 4 different platforms.
Oh, yeah.
Running. So we're kind of bouncing back and forth. If we don't catch something that somebody's saying, we apologize. There's a lot.
There's a lot going on right now. There's Facebook,
Twitter,
no, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So it's a little crazy right now. But no, you don't need to pay anything to like talk. I mean, like at all. Don't worry about that. Okay.
She's cheap.
Yeah, I'm free, so don't worry about that. I'm that cheap. Okay, so the Toleration Act, 1689, it was passed. I don't know if that is something that is still in whatever, like, if it still works. It said to comment, send stars. I love you to death. I watch all the time. Don't worry about that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You don't ever pay that stuff. And that actually brings up another point. If you ever get like something from me that says like, hey, you want to like win something like a chance to talk to Monica, like pay $50 or something like that, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. I will never ask you for money ever, 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 ever. I would like, I might do something like with a charity where I would like do like a telethon or something like that, where I'd be like, you know, yeah, you could donate money to something, but I'll never ask you for money. So don't worry about that. Okay. Although, did you guys see that? Oh, never mind. That's on TikTok. I can't talk about it. Okay. I posted a video on TikTok that if you have not seen, I would highly recommend that you go see. I can't post it on Instagram or Facebook because I'll get kicked off. So, but it's really funny. Yeah. So anyway, there we go. I just didn't know if the Toleration Act is still in force today. And so I was just wondering if anybody knew that. Hey, Mackenzie, how are you? Welcome to the crazy world of Monica and her brain. I don't know if it's like an ADHD thing or if it's just the world of Monica, but here we go. I want to ask everybody real quick in the history class of Monica, if you are old enough, do you remember where you were at this moment? Wait a minute. Okay, like in 45 minutes, at this moment in 2011, do you know where you were? Well, I know where I was. I was watching the very last episode of Oprah Winfrey that was aired ever. It was a primetime special. It was like the whole big deal. And they gave away the cars. This is the famous like Oprah Winfrey, you get a car and you get a car and you get a car. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Do you also remember she got in trouble for that? She did, because guess what? Everybody had to pay taxes on that. So, yeah, do you remember that, Amy? Okay. And so, this is your first time here. Oh, I'm so glad you caught us live. So apparently, everybody had to pay taxes on the cars. So, if you didn't have the money to get the cars, they weren't going to give it to you. I think there was a whole big lawsuit about that. And I think, in fact, that the Oprah Winfrey Show had to pay all the taxes on all of those cars. So, lesson learned. You didn't necessarily get a car, but you definitely got a tax bill. So watch out for that. If you're ever on Oprah and you win a car, which is hard because it's not on anymore. Also, 40 years ago, do you know where you were at maybe about an hour from now? Okay, do you know where you were an hour from now? 40 years ago, if you're old enough to know that. I do. You want to know why? Well, today is May 24th. We always think of May the 4th be with you, right? As Star Wars. Well, in fact, actually, Star Wars came out. It premiered on May 24th, 1977. So like 40, like almost 40 years later, here we are.
I'm eating a breadstick. I'm eating a bread bite.
You eating a bread bite? Okay. You smell really good. It's garlicky, huh? Yes. Hey, do you want to show everybody the cookies that we're going to heat up? Yeah. Okay. So 40 years ago, everybody, that's my daughter, Lizzie. If you don't know Lizzie, everybody there. So I know exactly where I was. Let me tell you the story of me watching.
These are the ones that we're going to be trying.
Okay. Hold on a second.
So this is and then my parents don't want, any of these, so they're giving me.
No. You said this one is all mine. Nobody else can have it. It's all mine. I want it. And then you stomped around like Veruca Salt. So we finally gave in because that's definitely good parenting right there. You should definitely give in to Veruca Salt. And so we have
Wait, you're trying?
I might try a bite. Can I try a bite? Okay. Daddy and I can try a bite, and then the rest is for you.
But I just
fun putting her to bed tonight.
Online.
Yeah, you can try it on live, of course.
When are we doing it?
But we're gonna have to have dinner first. You're gonna have to have dinner first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna show. You're confusing me. Okay. No. Don't be. Okay.
Me.
Anyway, the other one is 46 years ago. It was 46 years ago. You were born in 19. Okay, so it actually says 46 years, but it looks maybe like a 0. So whatever. It's 40 something years ago. Anyway, this is the German chocolate cake cookie. Woman made a German chocolate cake cookie. Like, you've got to be kidding me, right? We will be eating those later. We will be testing them later. But I know Elizabeth is really excited to talk about them. And I wanted to at least show you the cinnamon one before she ran off with it. Okay. The other thing is 46 years ago, I was standing in line in, the next couple of hours here with my dad. This is one of the few family vacations that my family ever took. And we went to, I think it was Malibu Beach. And we stayed in a motel and it had a bed that had magic fingers. My dad and mom were mortified by this. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so cool. And, I'm sorry, Mr. Fresh. I can't do that. I'm on too many platforms all at the same time. I can't go on live with anybody right now. But so they had the magic fingers thing, and I kept saying, "Daddy, put in the quarters and put in like quarters." Anyway, the bed was shaking. Anyway, they were mortified. So my dad is super, super, super sensitive to the lights, and he sunburns really easily. And this is really before the days of like sunscreen. So really, this was 46 years ago. We really didn't have sunscreen.
Butter up with baby oil,
right? We
coconut butter.
Exactly. We were, vegetable oil and baby oil and all kinds of stuff. Put the the aluminum foil around you. Oh my gosh, let's bake, baby. So anyway, my dad, who is very sensitive, was like hiding underneath an umbrella, and he was very, very successful at the beach, hiding underneath this umbrella and not getting sunburns, except for when he fell asleep with his legs out and he got sunburnt on his ankles, like on his ankles to his feet, like this far. He put sunscreen every place else except for like that top part of his foot, and he ended up completely sunburnt there. Okay, now back up a little bit here. My dad knew about this movie. My dad worked at the MGM studios. No, my dad wasn't an actor or anybody important or anything like that. He just worked there. And as a matter of fact, he was a computer nerd. So, and this is back before the days of computer nerds. So he was like an original computer nerd. So he was like an OG. And he knew that this movie was coming out because it was like the talk of the studio. And so he went and saw it with my mother before it came out. And my mother didn't like it. And my dad was like, well, Monica's going to love it. It's like going to be right up her alley. I was like 6 years old, and this was like, I was going to be in seventh heaven. Now, my dad gets completely sunburned on the day that this is happening, and he's still going to take me to this movie. We're on vacation. We are standing in line. I will never forget this. This is like a core memory. We are standing in line outside in Southern California because, all the lines in California are outside, and the theaters are, that way. And so we're standing there, and the other line is for Snoopy Goes to Summer Camp. And Snoopy Goes to Summer Camp line goes in, watches their movie, and comes out. And we are still standing in the same place in line. And I start whining big time. I remember that. And my father, looking back on it now as an adult, I must have been, my father must have had the patience of, I don't even know what. He must have been so hopped up on like Tylenol or something like that. He didn't know what was going on. Novocaine, I don't know. But he stood there with his sunburned feet waiting for Star Wars. And then we got in. And I also remember he bought me popcorn and candy and a soda. Like, I never got that stuff. Ever got that stuff at the movie theaters. That was a big deal. That was huge. And so we went and sat down in this air-conditioned movie theater, and I had all this stuff. I was so excited, and the lights went down, and the previews happened, and then the movie starts, and you know how like the words go up at the very beginning of the movie, and it's like, episode 4, A New Hope, it says all this stuff. To this, I couldn't read it. Like, I was, number one, probably not the greatest reader quite yet at that point in my life. And number 2, it was pretty fast for a 6-year-old, And so, hello, Panama City. Hello, Laura. And so anyway, they went up, and my dad leaned over, and he read all the words to me. And to this day, I hear my dad's voice as all those words go up, whether I saw the movie with him or not. It's just kind of one of those things. But anyway, so I remember exactly where I was. 1977, the movie was released at the box office, and it went on to have, some pretty good stuff. Does anybody know? Hey, Arizona, does anybody know? They made 4, 5, 6, right? That was the New Hope, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And then they made the 1, 2, 3. I don't remember what they are. Are they going to make the 7, 8, 9? Didn't they say they were going to make them? They haven't made them yet, right? Oh my gosh. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. What am I thinking? Those are the ones with Princess Leia and Luke, after the whole thing and his hand, and then he like disintegrates, and then Han Solo and his son are there. And then, Chewie's there with the Millennium Falcon. They find it in I don't want to give too much away. Yeah. They did, Amy. They did, right? Yeah. Right? They did. I can't remember now. I can't remember what happened. Hey, Newfoundland, how are you? I'm so excited. I know there's some people here from Canada. I have no idea what time it is in Canada, anywhere, because y'all have different time zones and all that kind of stuff. And I gave up trying to figure that out. So, all right. News the Weird is happening now. So I hope everybody is about halfway through with your water. You should be about halfway through, because we are at the bottom of the hour. Apparently, I am behind on watching some of them too. No. Those aren't 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, and 6 is the one with Princess Leia, Han Solo, and Luke Skywalker as like the main characters. They're like the main people, and they came out first. And then 1, 2, 3 came out, and those are the ones with Natalie Portman and Christian, what the heck's his name, Hayden-san. He's married to the girl in the ice cream commercials, Rachel Bilson, whatever her name is. And where are you from? Originally, I'm from Southern California, but I am currently living in, and have been living in for the past, 25 years now, Southwestern Pennsylvania. It is absolutely beautiful here. I don't know if you can tell. The sun is setting. It is just stunning. So it is a beautiful night. But News the Weird, we got to get to that. This is out of the Milwaukee Shepherd's Express. I want to make sure that they get credit for this. And Andrews McMeel Syndication is the group that actually puts out News of the Weird. So just so you know, that is who this is all from. And the CNN actually put out a story, confirmed this story that, we are about to lose you on Instagram, I think, because there's only 10% of the battery left. So if you're on Instagram, swing on over and join us on Facebook if you'd like to. We're going to be over there in just a minute. And I'm going to have to make you go on message. I'm so sorry. And let's go back to this. CNN confirmed this. Excuse me, Mr. Zhang, his name is Zhang, on April 20th, checked into a hotel in Tibet. This is a true story. This just happened. Tibet, okay? And he gets there, he gets into his room. He's like, there's a weird smell in here. And he can't figure out what it is. He isn't sure if maybe it's him. So he like starts to like figure out maybe he's traveled a long way. Maybe it's him. Maybe it's his feet. Maybe it's his shoes. Like it's a weird smell. Then he thinks maybe it's like from a restaurant downstairs. And then he starts to think maybe there's like a sewage backup. Anyway, 12 hours this guy is smelling this stuff. He finally calls the front desk and he says, enough is enough. I want to be moved out of this room. They come up. They go, holy moly, out of the room you are. So they move him into another room. And life is going on. Now, he is a tourist. He is a tourist, okay? He is not there on business. So he is there on pleasure. He's doing his thing. And 2 days later, the police show up to question him because the smell that he was smelling, they had just discovered, was a dead body. What's going on here?
I have no idea.
Somebody needs to stop.
Somebody's insistently calling me.
Yes. That never happens. So I keep hanging up. Anyway, long story short, Mr. Zhang did not feel really comfortable in the hotel. It was very obvious that the person had been there long before Mr. Zhang had arrived. That is what the smell was the actual decomposing of the body. And so Mr. Zhang now has PTSD. He immediately left the country. He hasn't been able to sleep since. And my guess is there's going to be a very large lawsuit after that. Can you imagine? Could you imagine? Hi, welcome to the Hilton. We have news for you. How have you been enjoying your stay? Actually, speaking of the Hilton, I'm coming to the U.S. in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm so sorry, in Nashville, Tennessee. Not Knoxville, Nashville, Tennessee. Do you know 51-year-old David Neal? Well, he used to be the manager at the South Hilton Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee, up until the 30th of March of this year. That was when he allegedly, according to WKRN TV, he allegedly made a copy of the key card of an occupied room, entered said room while occupant was sleeping, and sucked on their toes.
You.
Occupant woke up, called the police. Police came, spoke to Mr. Neal. Mr. Neal said, I did enter the room, but it was only because I smelled smoke. And then I entered.
From those hot feet.
From your hot toes, baby. Your toes is on fire. Anyway, needless to say, Mr. Neal was let go from the Hilton, and he was arrested at home on May 5th, and charges have been filed for aggravated burglary and for assault. There you go. Let's go across the pond to the country of Germany, where KRQE-TV is reporting. Yes, that on May 3rd of this year. I love this story. I love this story. A cyclist and hunter, same person. He does the same thing. Is a cyclist and hunter. And he was walking through the woods or riding through the woods. I'm not really sure. They didn't get into that. But he was going through the woods and he came across a man, a 51-year-old man, right? 51-year-old man he had pantyhose over his head and he was tied up to a tree. Oh, Mammy. Oh, you're watching right now.
Perfect timing.
Oh, Mammy, this is where you join. Hi, Mammy. Sorry. Well, this is in Germany. This is the news. This is in May. Okay, anyway, so what happened is that, sorry, if Jordan's with you, just cover his eyes. The man was discovered with pantyhose over his head, tied up to the tree, and it's because he had been engaged in a illicit affair that had been interrupted. The woman that he was with, consensually, that had tied him to said tree, got a phone call and immediately left the scene. Now, apparently, the 51-year-old man had a knife handy that he thought he was going to be able to access. So he said, oh, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. You know, go on your merry way. Needless to say, he actually could not reach the knife. So he stood there and screamed for goodness knows how long. Okay.
So if he was tied to a tree, what exactly did he expect to reach the knife with?
I have absolutely no idea. They did not say, and I did not ask. But that is a good question. But so this poor man standing there.
There's Kara.
Screaming, hi, Kara, how are you? Screaming. Hunter cyclist comes up, undoes him, calls the police. And the cyclist is so, happy. Oh, thank you for releasing me. Then the police show up. Then he goes, zoop, and he doesn't want to say anything. He does not want to press charges on the woman. He does not want to tell them who the woman is. And he doesn't even want to tell them who he is. Long story short, woman's name has not been revealed and no charges are being filed. I know, right? Would you file charges?
Well, it depends on whether I was
going to be tied up again.
I mean, if that was actually part of the game or not,
All right. I guess touche. All right, Chloe Stein coming back, Pennsylvania again. I don't know why everybody's in Pennsylvania right now, but in Pennsylvania, not too far from here. Hey, Christina, how are you? Not too far from here, actually, in Jeanette, Pennsylvania. Chloe Stein, 23 years old. I'm going to just tell you right now, no offense, Chloe Stein, but in my opinion, not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Chloe Stein, what's the date on this? This is out of the New York Post, okay? Out of the New York Post. I don't even know what date it was, but it's like right here. It was on May 1st. On May 1st, okay? May 1st does not want to commit to being tied up. My husband does not want to commit to being.
It's questionable in the woods.
Be done. Just a minute. How's that?
Somewhere
We're really
random,
close. Right here.
Without anything to reach my knife with.
How about you go get a plate? And you know how long to put it in for? 20 seconds, I think. And we'll have to look at it because we got it out of the freezer. We let it thaw, but we may want to do
more than 20 seconds.
More than 20 seconds.
Because that'll still be a brick at 20 seconds.
Oh my God, look at that. This is supposed to be like a cinnamon roll.
It does.
It looks and smells like a cinnamon roll. Look at that. Now, mind you, this has been frozen. This is D-Lo Cookie. It is D-L-O-C-O-O-K-I-E. And she is D-Lo Cookie on every platform. She says she's on Facebook. I don't know if she is or not. You just never know with D-Lo. You just never know with her. Don't drop the cookie, Elizabeth.
I almost did.
Okay, where were you going that way?
I was turning on the light.
Gotcha, that makes sense. Okay, we're going back to Chloe, and we're going to finish the story because I don't necessarily want my daughter to hear this. Chloe stopped going to college almost 2 years ago. Unfortunately for Chloe's parents, she didn't tell them. So Chloe has been just apparently living the high life while working at Sonic for the past couple of years, not going to college. Well, what is apt to happen when you lie to your parents about things like this is eventually the piper is going to want to be paid. Yes, graduation is coming up. And so instead of doing the smart thing and saying, Mom, Dad, I have really screwed up and I am so sorry. No. Our Chloe, she doubled down. Yeah, she did. She doubled down. She decided to fake her own kidnapping. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if that's doubling down, tripling down, She went all in. That's what she did. She went all in. She was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going all in. So she screwed the pooch on this one. She actually left her job at Sonic and texted her boyfriend while on the way home. Said she was on her way home. Things were going, cool, la, 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 la. And then she says, oh my gosh. Oh, Kara, thank you. She says, oh my gosh, I'm being pulled over by a police officer. And he's like directing me on this random road that's just nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. And so She says, I'll talk to you in a few minutes. And then vanishes, silent. And boyfriend starts freaking out. Parents start freaking out. Friends start freaking out. Everybody starts looking for this person. Hold on one second. Everyone starts looking for Chloe. 20 hours later, the police finally track her down at her friend's house that she walked to from her car that she had abandoned on the side of this quiet road. And then said, I was, what'd she call it? Semi-assaulted. I was semi-assaulted. Not like with a semi-truck, but I was like partially assaulted. I was semi-assaulted. Under very light questioning, the police got the story out of her that in fact, actually, she wasn't assaulted. She wasn't pulled over by a police officer. She wasn't in fear for her life. She was, however, in fear of telling her parents that she wasn't graduating from college. And this was all a ruse to get her out of having to actually face that. Needless to say, her parents found out that she is not graduating from college. And she is, in fact, also facing a number of charges, including wasting tens of thousands of dollars of manpower, police searches, all sorts of stuff. It is absolutely crazy. There is a young lady in pink with a writing in white and orange behind me. Yes, young lady. Yes, since you were so polite.
You go, girl.
You go, girl.
So, do you have a minute?
I do. Let's have a minute. Thank
Let's
you.
have a minute.
Let's have a cookie break.
Let's have a minute together.
Let's have a cookie break. This is.
Wait, they can't see it.
I know. This is D-Lo cookie. This is the cinnamon swirl. As is what we always do. We're going to go ahead. Let's do YouTube tonight. We never do YouTube.
So you guys always see the cookie break.
You guys always see the cookie break on Facebook and TikTok.
Mom,
so
you
YouTube, you get to.
They can't see.
No, that's not YouTube, honey. That's YouTube.
Oh, then let's see it.
Yeah, I know. It's very confusing. Like I said, it's very confusing. And you got it.
Oh, it's already
breaking. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, yep. Okay. So the cookie has broken.
So you get one bite.
Okay. I get one bite, but look at this. Hold on. We got to show everybody. Look at this cinnamon. This is cinnamon.
I'm trying.
I know. Cinnamon swirl. Cinnamon swirl. Oh my gosh. It's all falling apart. Cinnamon swirl. Okay, baby girl. Thank you so much. Now, which piece would you like me to have? Okay, that's the piece. Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Jimmy, wait. Okay, I guess we're gonna try it. Go, 1, 2, 3. Oh God.
Get out of the way.
Let me go what? Jimmy, you go buy this.
No. You got your mouth on my finger.
That's good.
All right, Elizabeth. No, you can.
I've got a whole bunch of cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really good.
It's delicious.
Oh my God.
That was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
That was like
This is like a whole bunch of happiness inside my mouth.
that's like a whole bunch of happiness inside your mouth.
It's like eating a.
What are those cinnamon? What are those big cinnamon
it's
places?
like a cookie with butter and cinnamon sugar on it.
Francis, I assure you, I put on 20 pounds with that bite. There was so much goodness in that. There was sugar, then there was brown sugar, and there was cinnamon. There was frosting, and there was some sort of bread that was like full of sugar. And guess what? We've got this one still. Cinnamon. Yes, Judy, that's what I was thinking. It's like Cinnabon. It tastes exactly like Cinnabon.
Yeah, but even.
But like, yeah, you know how like Cinnabon is like soft and like this was thicker, like denser. Oh God. Anyway, we also have the German chocolate cake one that we're going to be trying tonight. Yes, in honor of our German friend, the cyclist and the hunter who who's tied to a tree. German chocolate cake. I thought that would be good, Faith.
Sure.
Right? Okay. Okay. And then in music and movies, in this day in history. Okay. On this day in history, number one movie, 50 years ago today. Any guesses? Anyone have any guesses what the movie was 50 years ago today? D-Lo Cookies. Yes, Veronica Ray. D-Lo Cookies. One word. She is at D, no period, just D-L-O-C-O-O-K-I-E-S?
No, I think it's D-Lo Cookie. I think we went through that last time.
Yeah, D-Lo Cookie. Singular. D-Lo Cookie. And they are, obviously amazing. They're like a pound a piece. Literally, the cookie is like a pound a piece.
Yeah, it actually is.
Yeah, it is. Cindy had to carry 100 of these suckers on the plane. And we appreciate that so much, Cindy. Thank you. Again, they were delicious. Dubuque, Iowa. Hi, Dubuque, Iowa. How are you? Are you in East Tennessee, Judy?
She says questioningly.
Wait a minute. Is that the movie? Is that what you're thinking it is?
Is there a movie
Or
called East
I
Tennessee?
don't know. Or are you thinking that maybe the cookies are from East Tennessee? No, they're from California. Yes, Judy says. Okay. I don't think that was it. No, I know as a matter of fact it wasn't it. Did you see Cindy's video about the plane? Of course I did.
I was wondering if you didn't know where you were and you were just guessing.
Am I in East Tennessee? Am I E.T. came out later. There you go. Correct. I'm talking 50 years ago. I'll give you a hint. The number one song on this day 50 years ago was Downtown by Petula Clark. Downtown, things will be great when you're downtown. You know that song? Remember that song? Yeah. Everyone. Anyway, I'm not a singer. Okay. The movie was The Exorcist. Think about that. 50 years ago, it was The Exorcist. This is important, okay? 50 years ago, on today's date, The Exorcist and Downtown were the number one and the number movie and song, right? Okay. 40 years ago, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and wait a minute, did I do this backwards? 40 years ago, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi.
83 would make sense for.
Yeah, because it was 46 years ago. It was Return. Yes. Okay, so I'm right. Return of the Jedi came out 40 years ago. It was the number one movie in the box office. Didn't necessarily come out on this date, but it was the number one movie in the box office right now. Okay. On this date. And the number one song in the country, Karma, 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 Chameleon. Okay, so we went from The Exorcist to Star Wars in 10 years.
Early?
Yeah. Think about it. I'm 51, almost 52 years old. I was almost 12 when this song was number one. Yeah. Karma, 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 Chameleon. I had a tape of this song. And come and go, no me. And anyway, that was Karma Chameleon by the band Culture Club. My God, I had a brain fart. All I could think of was Boy George. That is where Boy George got his start. And so, famous band, really good. If you don't know the song, you should look it up. 30 years ago, number one movie in the box office. Anybody have any idea what the number one movie in the box office was 30 years ago? We went from The Exorcist to Star Wars to, come on, guess. You were going to get your CDL in 2011, but you couldn't pass the general knowledge test. Hey, that's not hard. That's not an easy thing to do. Getting your CDL is not easy. That's why not everybody has one. I'm so sorry.
Rent a CC.
I can't do bring anybody on because I have too many platforms all going at the same time. So it would be way more confusing than it already is. So
yes, Veronica, D-Lo Cookie.
Yes, D-Lo Cookie. Breakfast Club, good guess, but no. Dirty Dancing. Dang, that's a good guess. No, you're not. No, it's not though. But that is a great guess. Let me give you a hint. Welcome to Pretty in Pink. Oh no, but that's an interesting movie. I got a story about that one. I actually saw Pretty in Pink before it was released into the movie theaters. This is a true story. And because my dad works at the studios. And because the movie at the end, he doesn't go to prom with her. He doesn't like end up hooking up with her, and like she doesn't end up with him. It's a sad ending. And not Pretty Woman. Wait a minute. Am I thinking Pretty Woman? No, I was thinking Pretty in Pink. Did I mess up? Wait, Laura, you got it. It is Jurassic Park. Yay, it's Jurassic Park. Laura, you win nothing but bragging rights. Congratulations. Sarah, you also came in second place. Congratulations. Don't look this up. Don't look this up. Wait, do another impression.
Do Nixon. Do
Nixon.
Sure, why not?
I'm not crook. Okay. Number one song on this day 30 years ago. This should be easy. Boom. Everyone knows the song, right? Not the way I sing it necessarily, but you know this song. I mean, she sang the hell out of this song. Yes, Stephanie, John Hughes movies are the best ever. Pretty in Pink came out, and the original version, he doesn't get the girl.
I need to save this.
Yeah, I would certainly hope so, Elizabeth. I would certainly hope so.
Noble effort.
How much did you eat of that? Oh my God, you ate so much. Look at how much she ate. Yes. Wait. Cynthia, you got it. Whitney Houston, I will always love you. And yes, do not throw up on me. Oh my gosh. Look how much she ate of that.
Good job, dude.
Noble effort. Noble effort. This is
can
amazing.
Save it?
Yes.
Can I take a little bit tomorrow that doesn't have this part of it?
We'll figure that out. So we'll figure out how to do that.
Just
Yes.
like a little piece.
Yes, absolutely. I will always love you. Whitney Houston's version. Yes. Now, very interesting thing about that song. Anytime I have an opportunity to talk about Dolly Parton, I'm going to do it because I love Dolly Parton. She is, in my opinion, the best, with a capital T and a capital B, maybe an exclamation point and a smiley face, maybe even a sun. She's the best. So anyway.
Some glitter and
she's just the best.
rhinestones.
Definitely rhinestones and a wig. And her hair will look amazing. Yes, originally, Jenny. Okay, so that song was written.
Right.
Yes,
you did. You did a great job. Good job. Look, she put the saran wrap on correctly. Go ahead and put it on the table there on the counter. Thank you very much, my dear. Put it in the fridge.
Like you did a better job.
Good job.
I usually do with saran wrap.
Yes, you did.
Saran wrap.
Yes, we all do. Okay, so Dolly wrote that song. In fact, actually, way, way long ago for Porter Wagner. If you don't know who Porter Wagner is was a singer that was the big deal on the Porter Wagner show. He was a country singer, and in those days, he was the draw. His lady singer was Dolly Parton. She was young, and he hired her and gave her her first opportunity in singing, and she sang for him and sang with him, and she sang. And as you well know, I mean, she is Dolly Parton, so she stole the show. She started singing. Yeah,
people trying to
steal the show here.
You may as well
So
get this
I
over with.
want to show you guys something. Might be a little bit childish, but I am still a child. So this is.
Wait, you got to come over here so everybody can see you. So
this is my pet.
Okay.
You're probably wondering, but I don't see anything in it.
Yeah, we don't see anything. No, honey. This one.
Like, I don't see anything in it, right?
Right?
You don't see anything. Well, I know, but this used to be like a puppy case, but this puppy belongs to me. And you take it out. Meet Sherbet. I've had her since last weekend.
Meat sherbet.
Merch. Meet Sherbet.
Meat sherbet. That doesn't sound very good at all.
Meet.
As in,
hello.
get to know. Hello.
Why
Acknowledge.
sherbet?
Greeting.
So
Greetings,
it's
Sherbet.
kind of dirty because Like it used to be like this color white, but now it's
She's taking it everywhere with her.
so this is sherbet and it's sherbet what was the middle name? Yeah, sherbet
I don't remember. Sparkles?
Sherbet Marie, because Ashlyn did.
Oh, Ashlyn named her Marie.
No, I'm doing her middle name, so she did my middle name.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So it's Marie, Sherbet Marie Turner.
There you go.
And
yay! Hey, Jillian, how are you?
it does work. This is actually really cute, and it doesn't fall out.
Not
Well,
yet.
unless like I have many more. Wait, where did I bring mine?
Yeah, they're actually in a bag over there.
All right, so I'll show them.
Okay, look, honey, I want to tell this story before I get interrupted again, okay? Okay, so Dolly Parton wrote this song. Don't you dare come back over here and interrupt me again, stinker.
Can I just show them?
Okay, look,
say
you
anything.
got to show them, and then we're done, kiddo.
So
We have
yeah,
one more.
that's the color it used to be. Those are my pets.
Those are some of her pets. She
But I
actually
have-
has pets. Well, just one,
I
just
have
one.
a pet.
You have a pet, Minnie Moo, but it's like she's 20 of them. So there you go. Okay, back to Dolly Parton. Okay, right? She is my Minnie. Woo! So Dolly Parton wrote "I Will Always Love You" for Porter Wagner, and I know we're invested at this point. And Porter Wagner was the star of the Porter Wagner Show. Dolly Parton was his girl. She's just talking. And
By the way, I'll be taking donations this evening for my future mental health care.
Honestly, like completely sober. This is just our world. Welcome to it. It's crazy. Like I said, it's a wild Wednesday every day in the Turner household. So anyway, Dolly Parton wrote the song and gave it about Porter Wagner and gave it to him when she left his show. She said, I appreciate that you did this for me. You gave me all of these. Elizabeth, I understand that. Could you please stop? Oh,
Let's give her another 1 point.
high maintenance. High maintenance. My daughter is what's so funny. My daughter is off camera. My apologies. She's 10 and she's quite the entertainment. So anyway, Dolly Parton, for the love of God, Dolly Parton left the show. She had written "I Will Always Love You," and Porter Wagner was like, "I want the rights to that song," and she was like, "Okay." So she gave him the rights to that song, shared it with him, blah 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 blah. Maybe she didn't give him the rights to that song. Maybe that was the big thing, but she gave him all the other. So I don't know. There's a big, huge brouhaha, but that song is about Porter Wagner. Okay, back to now all this thing, and she loves that song. That's a special song to her. Somebody said, hey, they would really like to do "I Will Always Love You." Whitney Houston would. And Dolly Parton said, well, sure, if she'd like to do it, that'd be lovely. I'd love to hear somebody else's rendition. And Whitney Houston will do a lovely job with it, I'm sure. So she said she released it and didn't really think much more about it. And she was driving down the road. Can you imagine? Just Dolly Parton driving through Gatlin, Tennessee, Gatlin Falls, Gatlinburg, Gatlin, wherever she's from in Tennessee, just driving through the hills. And suddenly this song comes on and she's like, that's a lovely song. I like that tune.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
And then she was like, oh my gosh, that's my song. And she pulled the car over. She said she had to listen to that song. She had to stop and listen to Whitney Houston sing that song. And she said at that moment, she realized that was no longer her song. That was now going to be associated with Whitney Houston for the rest of her life. And she was okay with that. There have been many people who have tried to sing that song in the past and before Whitney Houston and after
You know,
Whitney Houston.
we were just talking about this afternoon with there's iconic songs
Yeah.
out there, and when somebody remakes them, they have to really either homage them perfectly and just get those things that you expect from the original,
Mhm.
or just flat destroy the original with how good that version is. And that this is a great example of one that I mean, I love Dolly too, but Dolly's version is very, very different.
It's very, very different, but it wasn't iconic. Like we all knew the song from The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas because she used it in that movie too. But it was actually before that she wrote that. But that came out, it was very popular. It was on the soundtrack, the whole 9 yards. But it wasn't until Whitney Houston sang that song that song became iconic. There are certain songs that belong to people. Well, one of the things that drives me nuts is when people sing the Star Spangled Banner or the national anthem. They go out there and they sing it and they're like, they make it their own. And this is my own personal thing, okay? They make it their own. That song doesn't belong to you. It belongs to all of us. Don't make it your own. Just go sing the song. We know where it goes high and where it goes low, and we know where good singers are going to be great and bad singers are going to show themselves. Just sing the song. If you can't sing it, don't sing it. It's one of those songs.
Or sing it and take your lumps.
Or yeah, like all I can
Like
think
the rest
of.
of
Oh
us.
my gosh! Did anybody ever see Fergie? Fergie's rendition of the national anthem. If you have not seen that, my friends, let me tell you right now. Google Fergie's rendition of the national anthem at the basketball game. I want to say it was the Mavericks, but I'm not certain. But that was the most humiliating thing I've ever seen anyone do with that song, with the exception of Roseanne Barr. And I think Roseanne Barr had some sort of excuse because she was a comedian. Yes, and know the words. My God, know the words. It's the national anthem. If you don't know the words, don't sing the song. I understand you get stage fright out there. Write it on your hand. Pre-record it. Whatever. Look at the scoreboard, for God's sakes. The words are up there. My goodness. Just, jeez, don't do that with that song. Sorry. Okay, Monica's getting off of her box and getting back to anyway. That is a funny story about Dolly Parton. I love that. She was just driving down the road, heard this song. She was like, wow, that's great. But then kaboom. And Whitney Houston, perfect example. Whitney Houston did not take the national anthem and make it her own. She sang the song better than anybody else. You know why? Because she could sing.
Mm-hmm.
She sang the hell out of that song. Yeah. She is the
sang the hell
only.
out of pretty much everything she sang.
True. I mean, I bet happy birthdays to her daughter were amazing. You know? That's a sad story. That's a sad story.
Yeah.
Flip that around. Let's get back to movies. 20 years ago, what was the movie that was number one today? This is fun. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Yeah, I know. Finding Nemo. I know. And then 50 Cent had In the Club was the number one song. 20 years ago, Iron Man 3. Yes, Iron Man 3 was the number one movie. The number one song was Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke. I think that was the first video that they ever had somebody naked in a video, just like walking around. He did 2 versions of that because he had to have blurred lines. Anyway, today.
It's interesting. I don't associate those 2 things with the same period of time in my head.
Iron Man and Blurred Lines. Well, think about it. Iron Man 3.
Right.
And Blurred Lines.
Yep.
That's only 10 years ago.
I would have thought that Iron Man 3 was well after Blurred Lines. But
well, Mr. Marvel, man, I don't know what to tell you. I looked it up on.
Well, I would have said Blurred Lines happened further in the past.
Oh, really? I would say Blurred Lines was like 2 weeks ago. But I've been, COVIDed, quarantined and 2020 is
Well,
the year.
I don't
5 years
I don't
didn't
really pay
happen.
attention to this stuff either. So
Yeah, right.
uh,
Okay, and the number one movie today in the box office. Remember, 50 was The Exorcist, 40 was Star Wars, 30 was Jurassic Park, 20 was Finding Nemo, and 10 was Iron Man. Today, the number one movie in the box office, Super Mario Brothers. Isn't that about a game
Yeah.
from the 80s?
Yeah.
So the number one movie is from a game from 40 years ago. Yeah. Okay. The number one song today is Last Night by Morgan Wallen, who came in. Did he win American Idol or did he come in 6th place?
why are you asking me?
I'm not really asking you, but he was on American Idol. That is where he came from. So now we have, we went from downtown, from Petula Clark, to Boy George, to Whitney Houston and Dolly Parton, to 50 Cent, to Robin Thicke, which I could always just will think of Family Ties and his father, to Morgan Wallen. So that is movies in the past 50 years on this date. Isn't that crazy? I know. And then it is 8 o'clock. So I'm going to, at the top of the hour, kind of go through the unfortunate events that have happened today after we have our last sip. And I think it was 6th place that he was on in American Idol, right? I think so. He was on the 6th season. Something about 6th. If you are not done with your water, I would suggest that you go ahead and try and finish your water. You should be taking a sip of water and smiling every time you take a sip, because water is magic. And if you drink as much water as you're supposed to, every time you take a sip and smile, it's going to make you feel great. It's going to make you feel hydrated. You're going to smile. It's going to give you energy. It's going to make you happy. Endorphins make you happy. Just ask Elle Woods. And it just happens that way. Hello, Amanda. How are you? Welcome. And Jimmy's going to go ahead and fill up my my bottle here. Where does the Rocky Horror Picture Show come into play? Like what year? Wow, I don't know what year. I'm going to say that in the 70s it came out. And let's see. It was starring Susan Sarandon, Tim Curry, Meatloaf. Who was the little redhead? And who was the dude? I don't know. The dude was somebody too. All I know is you need to snap the finger. Oh, my husband. I should snap my fingers at my husband. Could you just imagine? I think I should get a bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Rocky Horror Picture Show was in 77. Off-Road Butch says, thank you, Off-Road. Redhead was Little Nell. There we go. Little Nell. Amazing. I mean, can we do the time warp again? Amazing. In my opinion, the best show out there. Tim Curry, thank you. The English guy from Clue. Amazing actor. All of them. Yeah, he was Rocky Horror.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of course,
he was in it. Of course, he was in it. Anyway, you played Eddie in a cast show, in a shadow cast. Did you really? That's awesome. What a great role to play. There is a theater in Chicago, apparently. Oh, the endorphins making exactly. Yeah, exactly. I see what you mean. The snap my fingers. There we go. There is a theater in Chicago, I believe. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there is a video somewhere that I did that I'm doing well. How are you tonight? That plays Shrek. And they do the entire Rocky Horror Picture Show type of thing. So they like blow out the match and they, spin the globe and they throw toast and they say, ooh, it stinks. And there are replies, there are costumes, there's the whole 9 yards. And I absolutely Loved it. I can't think of where it is, but it is someplace in Chicago. It's definitely in my reels, videos, whatever they are, shorts, somewhere that video is in there somewhere. And it is so funny. They do such a great job. That I hope is going to be expanding, because I'll tell you what, man, there's nothing like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Nothing in the world like Rocky Horror Picture Show. So if you ever get the opportunity to go to it, definitely go. If you ever get the opportunity to go to Shrek in the Rocky Horror Picture Show style, I highly recommend that as well. And then, of course, we didn't really want to bring the news, the real news, to the real world today, but unfortunately, we have to. We lost an icon, an absolute icon today, the queen of rock and roll. Tina Turner has passed away. If you did not hear the news, unfortunately, it is true. She did pass away in Switzerland. She passed away in Zurich, Switzerland. She had a very long illness.
The story I read was Belgium.
Well, they were wrong. She was a naturalized citizen of Switzerland. She was born in the United States, but she was a naturalized citizen of Switzerland. She passed away at her home, surrounded by her family and friends in Zurich. And she was 83 years old. I don't know exactly what happened. I know that she had been ill for a long time. She had had strokes. She has had cancer, I believe. She's gone through quite a bit. So my condolences out to her family. We are Turners, so of course we consider her a part of our family somewhere. So I'm sure we were probably related to Ike. Dang it, we were related to Ike. The queen of rock and roll, and we were related to Ike. Anyway, unfortunately, Ike and Tina Turner are always going to be associated together, but it's really important to remember that Tina Turner on her own was successful and was an icon. In the 80s, she came out with hits. 6 of her 8 Grammys that she actually won. She won 8 Grammys, and 6 of them happened in the 80s. That was long after Ike had been gone. Tina Turner brought to light domestic violence, and a lot of people hadn't really seen or heard that was in their face, and it was very hard for them to not see it because it was all over Tina Turner's face. She showed up at press conferences and different events with black eyes, a broken jaw once, broken nose, scratches, bumps, bruises, and she went on with the show. She was a consummate performer. She was an absolute professional, and she was amazing. She did not let Ike control the situation forever, though. She eventually did get her strength, and she walked out and then said, hey, this is important that everybody be aware, and spoke out on behalf of domestic violence victims and was an advocate for domestic violence for the rest of her life. So again, congratulations. Our sympathy, our condolences to the Turner family, or Tina Turner's family. You know, I know her name was Anna Mae, but I don't know what her last name ended up being. I know that she did marry a Swiss man. That is how she became a citizen of Switzerland. And for the younger generation who don't necessarily know the Ike and Tina Turner story, but do know her from Mad Max, I am sure that, just like somebody said here on TikTok, when she got to the pearly gates, she probably raised up something and screamed, "Welcome to the Thunderdome." So if not, the rest of us do. Welcome to the Thunderdome, Tina. You are missed here, forever missed, forever a legend. And thank you for everything you've done. So, and to the very admired Tina Turner, thank you so much for doing what you did. You know, you left an amazing legacy behind you. You stood up at a time that women didn't stand up. You stood up at a time that domestic violence wasn't discussed. You walked away during a time that divorce wasn't really talked about. It was still a taboo. The people used to say divorce. They didn't say it out loud. It was still a whispered word. And she just did it all. So congratulations on the victory of that again, and condolences to the family. It is time now. I think it is time. It is time now to eat the cookie. It is the German chocolate cake cookie. And I think it's time that we went ahead and heated that sucker up and ate it because I want to eat it. German chocolate cake is like my absolute favorite. I wish she would have left those amazing legs behind for me. I know, right? How long? Wait, you're from Ponchatoula, Louisiana? I love that. Is that how you say that? Ponchatoula, or is it Ponchatoula? It's Ponchatoula, right?
Ponchatoula.
Ponchatoula. I didn't say that right at all. Look at
I
that.
just guessed too. I don't know.
Look at that. My God, can you see that? Do you see that? You know what that is? That's yumminess right there. That is yumminess. That is God's gift to that is D-Lo Cookie. She is at the @ symbol DLOCOOKIE. She says she's on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I believe her, but at the same time, if you can't find her on one platform, go to a different platform because she's on all kinds of stuff. Lloyd's of London did, in fact, Off-Road Butch, insure Tina Turner's legs for $1 million. It is also my understanding, and please somebody correct me if I am wrong, it is my understanding that Tina Turner had the first pair of legs that were insured for $1 million. The second pair of legs that were insured for $1 million were, oh my gosh, what is her name? I used to wait on her at Santa Barbara. Kelly Ireland. Kelly Ireland. Is that right? Kathy Ireland. Kathy Ireland, the model. I think her legs were insured for $1 million. I think Patina not Martina Navratilova. The one who was married to the dude from the Jay Giles band with the sunglasses. Paulina Pastanova. Paulina Pastina. Oh my God, look at this. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I'm so sorry. We're just going to go ahead. And oh my God, you're going to have to hold this underneath me. I can't. You're going to have to move up. 1, 2, 3. Oh God. I can't even break it.
I don't think they do well. After they've been frozen.
I don't think they break. Okay, but let me just tell you. All right, I'm just picking up a piece and going for it. You doing it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Here it is. Holy criminy. German chocolate cake. Oh wow.
That's amazing.
That's the best cookie I've ever had in my life.
I didn't get any of the topping on mine.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so good. I can't.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry you guys can't eat it. Go order from D-Lo. Go order from D-Lo. Oh my. If you like German chocolate cake, you're going to adore this cookie. If you don't like German chocolate cake, please send me your cookie. Victoria, yes. I feel like I need a moment alone with this cookie. Like, okay, I'm a mess. And it's okay because I really don't care. Because I mean, I realize that I'm having a cookie gasm, but you know, I mean, if you were eating this cookie, you'd be having a cookie gasm too. So, okay, you got to see like the I can't. You just got to just look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Look. I think I have to lower it, but I can't see that. Sorry, TikTok, you're really not getting the best view. But look at
that's Insta.
oh, that's instant. You're not getting the best view, Instagram. I'm so sorry. TikTok, you are. Look at my God. Look at it's just. It's so good. How?
Who is Delo's there?
Oh, Dino.
You should be proud of that cookie, girl.
Go.
That's fantastic.
This is the best cookie you have ever done. And I literally am having a cookie gasm. So I don't know if you need to do something about that word or something, but that is a true statement. They're magic. They're oh my God, we can't let my mother have it. It has nuts in it. She's going to die. She's going to die. She's got to have this.
Well, the coconut.
Oh.
She can't have the coconut.
She can have the coconut. And then there's nuts. There's like nuts right here. I think that's a nut, right?
Chocolate chip.
No, I think that's a nut. Look, that's a nut.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Bom, bom. Sometimes you don't. That's a nut. That's a walnut. That's a nut. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the, it's like perfect. It's got pecans. Thank you, Dilo. It's not walnuts, it's pecans. Can you see this on YouTube? Look at that. Uh-oh, there went Insta. Look at that. That is unbelievable. How do you do that? I will never make another cookie again. I can't do that. I will never make a cookie again. Let me just say.
Every time we do, because I'm still gonna make cookies. I'm gonna be like, oh, I should just order Delo's.
Oh, Lizzie, you gotta try this one. I don't even know where you should try it, but here, take a bite of this. You want to take a picture? No, you got it. You got to get over here so Dilo can see you.
Delo's on?
Yeah, Delo's on. You got it. Yeah.
I love your cinnamon cookie.
Okay, you gotta try this. Just try this for Dilo. She's just.
Which one is she on?
My phone.
She's not my daughter in any way, shape, or form. I have no idea where she gets that from.
She's currently dancing around. So is that a visual representation of what you think of the cookie, or?
This is what I think of the cookie. Yay!
So you heard it here, folks. The result is yay! On a scale of 1 to 10.
Was that the old Toyota commercials? They jump like that, or was it Mazda?
Oh my gosh, I'd forgotten those. Yay! Oh, well, I don't know. They've all been outdone by Lizzie and Dilo Cookie. These are they are amazing.
Wait, what's it called, Mom?
This one is German chocolate.
This is German chocolate cake. And it's so good. I just want to pick that piece up right in the middle. Just glob the whole thing in my mouth. Like it literally, like, look at that. Like it's like that whole, oh, I almost had a real bad night.
This is so funny. Do you know how many people have danced after tasting my cookies?
I bet a lot of people have danced after tasting your cookies. It doesn't shock me at all. I'm an old lady. Otherwise, I'd be dancing. I just cry now. Okay. I just want to grab that whole middle piece and just shove it in my mouth. But I won't do that because I have better manners than that. You're creating a butter pecan cookie. Is it going to taste like butter pecan ice cream, but in a cookie form?
No, it's gonna taste like soup.
Yeah, German chocolate, Monica. Yeah. Is there any way to order some, Victoria? Yes. All you need to do is go to @ sign D, just the D, and then LO cookie. It's singular. Now on Facebook, she's supposed to be having a Facebook page. I don't know if she really has one.
Black Forest cherry cookie video.
Wait, what? Black what?
Scroll down
Black-
on TikTok.
On TikTok. Oh, black.
Did you see her?
Did you see my Black Forest No.
Chicken?
No.
Cherry.
I didn't. I did not see your Black Forest.
I need to know where she lives. I'm moving there.
I know. I can't tell you that. Although I know where she lives, I can't tell you that because that could get weird. So I'm not going to do that. But I will tell you that she needs to get her website up and running. And apparently she needs to get, you're all sold out until 6/5. You need a bigger oven. Apparently you need one of those purple ones like those girls on that show had on. Remember that show with the girl from 4? And they had the horse. They were waitresses. And I want a hot dog real bad.
Kat Dennings. And,
yes. What's her face? I want Jennifer Coolidge. Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
And the blonde
Taking
girl
the
that
dog,
went
dumbass.
to that show Community. That's terrible. I can't think of her name.
I don't know.
I can't think of the name of the show either.
Oh, then she went to that show where the family moves into the African American neighborhood, and they're the white family.
Yeah.
And the African American. I don't think that's on anymore.
So
I
Katie
believe it
brought
is.
Down, apparently, I think she brought down like something, and I found her shower cap.
That's Nanny's?
Yeah.
Then go take it up to her because she was looking for that.
I'm pretty
Two
sure-
broke girls.
Two
Yes,
broke girls,
Joe.
yep.
Two broke girls. Thank you. Thank you, Victoria. Yes, two broke girls. So they bought a purple oven. Apparently, and they said that was the best one. So
Baking 400
you're baking
cookies.
400 cookies. Like now? Or like
So if you
in the
start on the
week.
24th and they can be delivered on the 5th,
it's just
that's the
like
that's the-
you need a bigger oven so you can do 400 at a time. So, like the purple one they had. I don't know if it was big enough for 400 at a
she had
time.
a cookie drop on Monday
Sick.
and sold out in 2 hours.
Yeah, you're eventually going to have to do cookie tours all over the United States. Yeah. Oh, you want to do? Yeah. I think that's a great idea because I think you're going to have to. You know what we should do? In all seriousness, you should just come on my show. I should interview you. Like, why don't we do that sometime? Let's set something up and you come on my show because, like, you're on TikTok and I'm on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok, and it's so confusing for everybody. Let's make this like just an easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's get you on. Let's get you introduced to everybody so that everybody knows who, what, where, how, I win. Get everybody ordering. Yes, Brandy's like, yes, let's do this. Yes, if we could do a drive by. Yes, absolutely. Let's do that and get this going so we can put a face with the cookies and yeah, that would be a whole lot easier. Also, if you wanted to ever send me, now I got cookies for a while, so don't worry about it. But when you're bored on a day and you find yourself with an extra Black Forest cherry something or other you just said, you don't have to worry about not sending that to me. Well, that didn't sound too bad. Oh my God, so good. This is my favorite one. Do I like donuts? Yeah, I love donuts. I'm on a shirt that said, the best fudge comes from Uranus.
Tomorrow's field day.
Yes, I like donuts. I'm wearing a shirt that says, the best fudge comes from Uranus. And I also have to tell you that's 100% true. If you're a fudge person, I know it's a little funny. Yes, I totally need milk with it. Guess what? I have a full-time job. I am taking the leap of faith next month and focusing on cookies.
You're gonna do fine, girl. You're gonna do fine.
I do need some milk, I think.
Dad, I have no other hats, and I need a hat for tomorrow. This doesn't fit me anymore.
It's okay, honey. We'll get you a hat.
It's too small.
We
It's me just fine.
I think you're gonna be okay, D-Lo. I think that your cookie business is gonna do just fine.
And we're gonna do
Hey Trey, how are you? How many times have you been sold out now? And you were sold out in 2 hours? 400 cookies. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Trey, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. I can't possibly finish this cookie tonight. So do you have any suggestions as to the best way to like store these things? Because what I'm doing right now is I'm just honestly shoving them in a Ziploc bag and just, like letting us eat them over the next couple of days. Is there like a way I should do that? Because I want to break the cookie, but if we could cut it in half and then maybe break it, maybe that's what I should do. That's a lot of cookie. You should do a sample pack. You should do little samples of the cookies just for me. Did I read what you just read? What you just said? It's a good thing we all don't live close. We all be as big as a hot air balloon, right? Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Oh, look at her! Look at her go. Elizabeth is going on a field trip tomorrow.
No, field day.
Field day
tomorrow. Field trip's Friday.
Yeah, field
And
day.
I just taught Elizabeth. Just taught Elizabeth the pony through the hole in the baseball cap trick.
Ooh, that's awesome. Are these 420 cookies? Julie, no, they're just that good. My God, could you imagine? Oh my God. No, they're just really good.
This would be like,
I'd be licking the floor at this point.
yeah, it would be like 2 solid weeks of not being able to see straight.
Yeah. Suggest midnight snack. Freeze in the freezer bag up to 6 months. Oh, that's what you're telling me. Okay, I would suggest it. Mom, Lizzie, get your mom a glass of milk. Lizzie's probably like, no, I'm not
Do you
getting
really need a glass of milk?
No, I'm okay. Or water.
It's cow water.
Oh my gosh. Did you see the video of Terry today?
Yes.
Oh, if you have not seen the video of Terry.
With the cat thingy?
With the cat thingy.
Yes.
With the cat thingy. If you have not seen Terry's latest video.
Where did she find these things?
I have no idea. Okay, so honestly, if you go. One time I was like looking at her stuff,
And does she have like affiliate links to buy these?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I went on like her stuff and I was like, I don't know. I was looking through being nosy.
Nebby.
Yeah, I almost said nebby. In Pittsburgh, you say nebby, meaning like I'm nosy. So I'm going through her stuff and I go to her Amazon account and oh my God, I got to tell you about my Amazon account. Okay. So I go to her Amazon account and she has all these like, all these weird things on it, all these acids and stuff. And I was like, what in the world? Son of a gun. Wouldn't you know, like 3 weeks later, she got something from the list and she's like, "Ooh, I just received this." And I was like, did somebody buy that for her? I was half tempted to just go back and be like, okay, we're getting her this and this and this. Oh my gosh. She had on like those little like sparkler thingies and like, I don't know. Okay. I also want to give a shout out to my friend Carrie. My friend Carrie today shocked me by sending me a picture of a video of an item that is now available in my Amazon store. So what you can do is you go into the link in my bio and you go to the, what is it? The Amazon.
Monica's Amazon store.
Monica's Amazon store. And we have like products on that we like and stuff like that. So if we're ever like talking about stuff and we're like, we eat dinner and we use this hot sauce. Jimmy has his hot sauces on there, stuff like that. So anyway, we got this thing. We have like our camp list and all kinds of stuff. So what What is the thing that's it's under? Is it Monica's toys?
It's
Monica's
like gifts, tee
gifts, tee hee hee. There you go. There you go. Gifts, tee hee hee. Okay. And oh my gosh, could you imagine, Dosha? I can't even repeat that. But wouldn't that be funny? That would be something to tape. So I just lost it.
Tee hee.
So Carrie sends me this video.
They putting her quarter in.
Yeah, exactly. Carrie sends me this video, and she's like, do you want one of these, or you got to have one of these, or something like that, or do you already have one of these? And I'm like, what? And I look it up. It's a stuffed animal cat, right? I like cats. I honestly am more of a dog person, but I like cats. Okay, not really sure why she's sending me a stuffed animal cat. Then I took a closer look at the cat, and then I understood why she sent me the stuffed animal cat. And I said, yes, absolutely, I need that stuffed animal cat. I immediately put it on my Amazon store so that everybody could go buy it. It is a cat with balls.
Like
balls, like
Donkey Kong, baby.
Balls, like they come in all colors. They come in shapes and sizes.
2 different colors.
Multicolors. Did it come with cat box? No, it did not. It did not come with a cat box. It is just a cat, just like with just. You've got to go to my Amazon store.
It's like one of these Squishmallow things. Looks like
you got to go to my Amazon store and check it out. It is the funniest thing. You've got to just go buy. I mean, don't buy it, but just go look at it. It is. Buy one for the person that has everything. They do not have this. They do not have this. They are just big balls.
Oh, you know what? Actually, it would be perfect for right? The smaller ones are like $20 or $21, something like that. So, like perfect white elephant Christmas party gift.
We should buy one for Terry. We should send it to Terry. You're like, white elephant Christmas list. I'm like, yeah, we should send one to Terry. Don't anybody tell her. Terry, if you're watching this, scroll. Could you imagine her opening that box up? She would die. She'd be like, this is for Monica. I am famous in my circle of friends for sending random gifts on random days. I do it all the time. Like, it's not your birthday. It's not your whatever.
Same Carrie.
Yeah, same Carrie.
Great story with this one.
So I sent Carrie random gifts, right? Just random. And this one day, I always tell her, we always say, I love you to the moon and back again. And this one day, I saw like on Instagram or something like that, she was having a rough day. She was having a hard time. And so I found these flowers that were called Moonlight Magic or something like that. They were moon, they were magic. They sounded beautiful. They were blue. And then when they opened up, they were yellow. Maybe they were yellow when they opened up and they were blue. Anyway, they were gorgeous. So I went ahead and ordered these flowers for her and didn't think anything of it. I didn't send a card. I didn't think anything of it because I don't do this, right? So she gets on Instagram. She goes, oh my God, I got flowers from someone named Ron Regis, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know who this guy is. This is so weird. And she's talking about this. So I didn't sign the card. So the CEO of the company said like the generic, like, we appreciate your business. This flower company, Juan so-and-so, CEO of flower company. And she's like, I don't even know who this guy is. I'm going to call the company on my lunch break. I'm going to figure this out. The people are like, this is freaky. This is scary. I'm dying, right? And so, of course, I'm like, well, let's add fire to this thing. Let's throw fuel on this fire.
If only it had been when, after this whole thing had started, you could have done a freaking duet with it.
Oh God, wouldn't that have been funny? Okay, so anyway, so I'm like, oh wow, Carrie, like that's bizarre. Like, do you like the flowers? And she's like, they're gorgeous, but I feel really weird. I'm a married woman, and this man is sending me these. We went on and on and on and on. Finally, I like privately messaged her, and I was like, they're called such and such, and in 3 days they should bloom, and they're supposed to smell like pears instead of flying roses. And I tell her the whole story about them, and da 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 da. And I know you were having a rough day the other day, and I love you so much, you know, Monica, otherwise known as Ron, blah blah, Pablo, blah blah blah, CEO. So now, whenever she sends me anything, it's from Juan Pablo. And so she sent me a pie. She sent me a pie at Easter. And my mom, and it was this beautiful pie. The beautiful pie was this beautiful box. It was a spoonful of love. It was a beautiful situation. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I opened this box up. I'm like, I don't even know what this is. You know, of course I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe somebody sent me a promotional item, you know? Oh my gosh, maybe I got a PR box. No, I got a box from Juan Pablo. So I open it up and I start reading the card, and I'm like, Juan Pablo, and I start cracking up, and I'm like, he's the CEO of this flower company. And my mother is standing here, and she's like, that is bizarre. Why is he sending you pie? I don't know if you should eat it. Oh, Mom, I don't know if we should, but we did.
It wasn't,
and it was a great pie. It was a great pie.
It wasn't too shabby.
It was a fantastic pie. So we are about 20 minutes till the top of the hour. So we're going to be around winding down here a little bit. We do have a 10-year-old that we do have to get ready for field day tomorrow, not a field trip.
After eating a quarter pound of cookie.
Absolutely. So thank you, D-Lo Cookie. We're super excited about all that sugar we're going to have to go deal with now. But that's okay. That's okay. We are super excited that next Saturday, of course, I am not going to be doing the Saturday Night Shot Society. I'm going to be at George Strait's concert. I'm going to be going live on and off on all of the different platforms as much as I can. I'm going to be with my mom, so I'll probably be throwing her on. She's probably going to be completely thrown off. You're going to love it. My mom's pretty funny. And then we will be back. Hopefully we will be able to go live on Sunday night and just kind of do a wrap up of like what's been going on in the week, and kind of wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. And we will see you next week type of thing, you know? So we will.
And if you follow me at You're Not Funny Jim on any of these platforms, or Jim Turner on Facebook, I may be going on Saturday night.
Yeah.
In your place, since I'll be at camp with Elizabeth and
and
the Minster.
It will be the first time that Minnie's going to camp, that everyone's going to be there. So let's all wish Jimmy luck, because he's going to be there alone with Elizabeth and Minnie, and he's going to be in charge. And so let's all say a little prayer for Jim.
As I said, I'm gratefully accepting donations for going towards my future mental health
Jim's
care.
therapy fund. All right. Well, hey, look, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope that you are at least halfway through your water for your second bottle. Remember that every time you take a sip, you smile. And if you do that, you're going to find out that you are going to be happy all day. It's going to give you energy. It's going to give you happiness, and it's going to give you endorphins, which will actually make you just joyful. So make sure you do that. Make sure you drink your water. Make sure that you smile. And make sure you join us tomorrow morning for another motivational talk. Me, not him. He'll be sleeping. But he will be somewhere on You're Not Funny Jim, spelled wrong, Y-O-U-R, Not Funny Jim. Because
I should put that in your link tree.
That's actually not a bad idea. Why don't you do that? Yeah. If you would like to buy the cat with the balls, they are in the Amazon store. If no other reason, please go check it out, because there are cats with balls on my Amazon page. So love it. D-Lo Cookie. is where you can get the cookies. She is sold out until June 5th or 6th or something crazy like that. But she is the woman with the cookie. And I really appreciate you all joining us tonight. So have a wonderful night, and
Bye,
we
guys.
will be back tomorrow. Bye-bye. Now and off.